Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Note to Self. Before I dive into today's episode, I have a very exciting announcement, and that is that the Radiance Code is officially open for enrollment. This is a high-level 6-month mastermind for just 3 women who are ready to step into the next version of themselves, the version they know they're meant to be living as. This isn't just about achieving more, it's about becoming more clear, more confident, more fully expressed in every area of life. Inside this container, we'll work closely to break through the patterns holding you back, we'll raise your standards, and build powerful momentum towards the life and success you know is possible. You'll gain tools, coaching, and support, but more than anything, you'll walk away changed, rooted in self-trust, clear in your direction, and finally living in alignment with the life you've been waiting for. It's yours to claim it, and the time is now. This is for the woman who's done playing small and ready to rise with intention, integrity, and power. There are only 3 spots, so if this speaks to you, the link to enroll is in the show notes, and I can't wait to hear from you. Let's make these next 6 months the most transformative yet. So let's dive in. From pressure to peace, the energetics of letting go. So this episode specifically is for the part of you that feels like you're running out of time, like you're behind, or like if you don't figure it all out soon, you'll miss your shot. I want to talk about this feeling because it's something that we all feel, but perhaps rarely pause to question. And that is, what is this pressure we carry? And how do we truly begin to let it go? So I'm going to share something personal with you, a personal example that I'll use throughout this episode just to grant another perspective to pressure and support, of course, in the learning process. So I'm 33 years old, and lately I've felt this low-level pressure, almost like an invisible hum underneath everything about motherhood. It's not from my body, it's not from my family, it's from the world, the collective consciousness that subtly whispers, you should probably decide soon, your window's closing. So the truth is, I don't know. I might want to be a mother, but I don't know if I want it in the traditional sense. I personally love my freedom. I love my work. I absolutely love the life that I've built. And yet, there's still this subtle pressure humming on the background, letting me know that I better hurry up and decide. It's kind of like being handed a script that I didn't write, but I'm perhaps being expected to perform it anyways. And it's uncomfortable. So I give you that example. I know that perhaps there are men listening to this podcast that can't relate to the pressure around motherhood specifically, but perhaps there are other pressures that you're experiencing. Perhaps there's a pressure to have a certain career, or perhaps there's a pressure to expand your family, or perhaps there's a pressure to have a bigger home. We all experience pressure in different ways, and the way that I'm speaking about it is the energetics behind it, the feelings, the things that we might not actually be able to name, but they hold a certain heaviness about them. So energetic pressure is a subtle force of urgency, fear, and over-efforting that disconnects us from our inner truth. It can sound like, what if I miss my chance? I should want this by now, or everyone else is doing it. So research from the HeartMath Institute shows us that when we're stressed or in fear, our heart rhythms become chaotic. That then lowers our ability to think clearly, trust our intuition, and feel safe in the unknown. And as we know, the future itself is the unknown. So energetic pressure is like trying to surf before the wave has even formed. You exhaust yourself paddling in still water when what you really need is patience and timing. So why do we struggle to let go of the pressure, these unseen forces that we all feel as human beings? We struggle because control itself feels safer than uncertainty, and pressure feels productive even when it's just painful. So Another example that I can share is that in the past, I would try to mentally map out the next 5 years, when I'd travel, when I'd settle, when I'd decide about motherhood, as if the plan itself would protect me from the unknown. But the truth is, it didn't and does not bring me any peace. It actually creates more tension. And chronic pressure keeps cortisol levels high in the body, which over time dulls intuition and keeps the body in fight or flight. Cortisol itself is the stress hormone, and slowly but surely, it deteriorates our body in different ways. So how do we create the shift? Once we've recognized that there is pressure that we're experiencing in our life, how do we shift from pressure to peace? So step one is acknowledging the grip. Perhaps ask yourself, where am I trying to control life from fear? What pressure am I carrying that's not even mine? So for me, if I were to dive deeper into this, I realized that I wasn't questioning the idea that I should want to be a mother. I was just reacting to the idea that I was supposed to have already decided. I was supposed to have it all figured out. And that supposed to energy, that creates perpetual pressure, perpetual heaviness, perpetual stress. So you can't actually let go of the rope until you see that you've been holding it. So if you feel this pressure, like you're behind in life or you haven't figured things out yet, perhaps journal on that question itself. What am I trying to control life? And what am I trying to control in life from fear? What am I trying to carry or keep holding on to that's not even mine? Journaling will naturally bring more answers to the surface. So step 2 is to soften and return to trust. Relax in your body. Breathe into your belly. And perhaps repeat an affirmation, something like this. I am not behind. I am on time. My life unfolds in perfect rhythm. My peace is more powerful than pressure. And if you're quantum physics junkies like me, you know that your energy field is magnetic. You know that when you're at peace, you align with better outcomes than pressure could ever create. When you are in a state of harmony, when you are in heart-brain coherence, everything that you desire comes to you naturally and easily. And it's like switching from forcing a locked door open to letting the right one swing open for you, where all the magical manifestations or creations in your life just pop in seamlessly. So step 3 is to then anchor into peace. Once you recognize how powerful your peace is, you'll naturally want to connect with it every single day. So here are some daily rituals that can help you stay connected to your true timing in life, trusting that you're exactly where you need to be in each moment. Morning meditation is a great way to start your day because it allows you to set an energetic precedence for the day moving forward. Meditation supports you in quieting and cleansing the mind, allowing you to move through your day with more clarity, that connection to your intuition, and of course, more peace. So gentle body scans throughout the day is also a great ritual. That means just stopping if you feel some type of tension arising in your body, or just stopping when you have a moment or a break in your day, in your work, and just scan through your body and just see, is there anything that I'm holding on to? Is there any subtle pressures that I'm feeling? And you can breathe through any of those tensions or pressures with the intention of clearing them. And also, as I mentioned, journaling with the question. So a question that would allow you to connect more with peace could be, what would allow me to be at peace today? Or what would allow me to feel more centered and grounded as I move through my day? So just to swing back to my personal example, when I stopped planning 5 years ahead and allowing my mind to go on these sort of tangents, and I just allowed myself to love my life now, I instantly felt spaciousness and trust return to my body. And I still catch myself trying to create plans, not 5 years in advance, but I still catch myself trying to create plans for the week, for the month, for the year. And when I notice my mind clinging or gripping to that, I ask myself, what am I trying to control? What, if anything, am I afraid of or resisting? And most often, it's just the unknown. It's calling upon me to integrate a deeper level of trust for the future and what it holds. So, letting go doesn't mean that you don't care. It actually means that you care about how you feel more than you care about controlling the outcome. And a final reframe for you today is recognizing the voices of pressure and peace. So pressure says, I'm not enough unless XYZ. I'm not enough unless I figure out this motherhood thing. I'm not enough unless I buy this house. I'm not enough unless I upgrade XYZ. And peace says, I am already enough. In this moment, I am more than enough. I am enough. So another supportive mantra you can use is, I release the need to rush. I'm safe in the unknown, and I trust the timing of my life. So if this episode touched something in you, send it to a friend who's also navigating the pressure, perhaps around timelines, identity, or the unknown. And if you want to explore this deeper in coaching or community, the link to one-to-one coaching or the Radiance Code Women's Mastermind is linked in the show notes. Sending you all so much love, and just remember, you are exactly where you need to be. Your timing is perfect. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.